Getting ready to get this YouTube popping. You know what I'm saying?
41 now. We're at 41.
41 minutes.
Talk to him, Skrilla.
Nah, 41 subscribers.
Oh
shit.
man,
All we
ready
need is
to
about
get this YouTube popping. You know what I'm saying?
59 more.
That's it. 959 more.
That ain't
Make
shit.
sure. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to Late Night Lunchin. That's LateNiteLunchin and subscribe today, you dirty bitches.
That's what you call me.
Subscribe today.
You dirty
You know, I've been putting the word out, man. You know, I've been telling some people, and you know, I'm just trying to keep moving the word. You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing the same thing. I had a few people subscribe last week.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even an internet motherfucker. I just tell people.
One of my
go.
brothers from the Nation of Islam subscribed to us today.
Salam alaikum.
And said he's gonna share it on all of his social medias. That's the one who tuned in to us for like 3 minutes, and he heard "you dirty bitches," and he just tuned out.
Oh yeah.
No more.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
So that's something. If you wanna do a record, that's cool. If you want to do an album, that's also cool. So,
All right, y'all about ready to start?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's get it. Power357radio.com. Every Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. It's the Late Night Lunchin'. You dirty bitches.
It's time to get your lunch on with the frat boys on Power357radio.com. You dirty bitches. Now you lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, B-boys and B-girls, pimps, politicians, pickpockets, and punks, you're now tuned in to the Late Night Lunchin' every Saturday night from 9 to 11 on Power357radio.com. This is the Frat Boys, you dirty bitches.
The views and expressions in this broadcast are those of the frat boys and allegedly do not reflect the views or positions of any entity they represent. You dirty bitches.
All celebrity voices are impersonated.
Mud flat.
What up? What up? You already know what it is. It's your boy Skrilla Zilla Raw. And what I want y'all to do is grab your vices and turn up your devices. Cause it's that time again. Frat boys, make some motherfucking noise.
Yeah. You dirty bitches.
yo,
What up, Breeze? What the fuck is good, homie?
What's happening, man? What's good with you, man? Your boy Breeze is up in this motherfucker, man. We gonna have a good time. That's what we do. I swear to God, that look like Man Barry right behind you, dog. That lean on me, John.
Hey, yo, who we got in the motherfucking lunchbox, yo?
Who else up in here, man? Who
It
is
looks
that?
like we got
It look like Miss.
Mischievous.
It look like Mischievous up in this motherfucker. What's up, Miss?
what's happening, man? You know, I am here for my every other week pop-in, man. You know, I'm about ready to fire my fucking job, man, because they're interfering with me hanging out with y'all dirty bitches on them Saturdays where they try to make me do that thing that we don't like, you know, work.
Yeah, can't
And
stand it.
yeah, I can't stand it, man. And them dirty bitches just don't respect the importance of the show. And so
Fuck
you know
them
what that
dirty
means.
Yeah, fuck them dirty
bitches.
That's
bitches.
right.
No shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying?
They
Hey,
probably need to go.
hey, let's keep it moving, man.
Breeze,
Let's keep
this
it.
shit is
What's up?
crazy.
What's
This shit is fucking crazy. So, you know, we all talk throughout
Bucky
the
just
week,
popped
right?
up. Bucky just popped
And
up.
nobody told me
Uh-huh.
that we were having a celebrity guest tonight.
A celebrity
I swear, if you look To your right,
Y'all knew
Tracy
I was gonna
Chapman
be here.
is in this motherfucker.
Tracy Chapman?
Tracy fucking Chapman, yo. Hold on. She just turned her camera off, yo.
Oh, shit.
If you got a fast car, we can drive all night.
Suck my dick.
Oh
Damn.
my God.
We got Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman in this motherfucker.
Sing that song, you bitch. Bucky just came in, man. What's up, Buck? What's happening, dog? Look like you at a party.
But I had to unmute myself. Ooh, day drinking. No one can be drunker than Drunko Buck. Fucking dirty business. Fucking dirty business.
Cheers to
Good to
all
see you.
of my peers.
Good to see you, Drunkle. Good to see
Y'all
you.
hear me?
Uh-oh, we got somebody else in this motherfucker. Who
Tracy
the fuck?
Chapman.
We got that's Tracy Chapman.
Hey, no. Hey, you all ready?
Yeah, man.
Yes, Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman is here.
I love your record. It is my favorite.
Y'all listening? Yo, if the dick had a face, it would look like Skrills.
God damn. Hey, Skrilla, you do kind of remind me.
Coming.
You do kind of remind me of my shit.
He looks like my dick, big and pink.
You look like my dick with no glasses on.
Let me find out you
What's up,
Reno
Reno?
got an albino penis.
Reno, what's happening, dog? What's going on, man? You know what I'm
Chilling,
saying?
man, chilling, man. Y'all don't hear no chirp in the joint, do y'all?
No chirping, man.
You did it.
Oh, he must have put the battery
You
in the smoke
did
detector,
it.
dog. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? Yeah. Hey, man.
Hercules.
Good to see you, Reno, man. Skrilla seems to think you look like Tracy Chapman.
Oh, man, nah, he just want to suck my dick, that's all.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. God damn. That should have been an explosion. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Who else we got in this motherfucker?
Not
man?
on camera.
Who else in here, man? Who else is this? Who is that over there? Is that Spade? Is that Spade, the renegade? He's got to unmute himself and talk some shit. Is that Spade with the lumberjack shirt on, looking like he about to chop wood?
How you doing?
Oh,
How
he's
you
gonna
doing?
chop wood, all right.
Hey, just sitting here on my potables.
Oh, he's having a good night, I see. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight,
Hey,
man?
we chilling, man. It look like you about to split some logs in the backyard, though.
Hey, I live life like a villain laying low. You hear me? I'm
Oh,
always
that's
throwing
what's
wood.
up, man. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying?
You used to rock the red and black lumberjack with the
Yeah,
hat
man.
to match.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it
but when
right
you're
there.
when you're wearing a flannel that ain't baggy, man, I have to call you out because that seems like that's a cultural appropriation, man.
Damn, man. What you got on, a
motherfuckers trying
tight
to
flannel?
Yeah, you trying to steal that white boy shit. What's
He got
going
on his
here,
girl
man?
flannel.
No. It's tailored. It's tailored.
Oh,
it's
It's his lady's pajama top.
Yeah.
Fellas.
that's right.
Yeah.
He's only cutting plywood. He's only
That's it.
chopping plywood.
That's
yo.
all. That's all.
Yeah,
All right,
my
so
man.
hey, yo, listen, man, we got my man DJ Bubs Beach. What's up, DJ? What's happening?
What's good, everybody? I'm just chilling.
Damn, they don't clap for you. That's fucked
The
up.
man, the myth, the beard.
Clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Oh my God, I'm drunk as shit.
Good.
Oh my God. I would love to be where you are right now.
I'm working on it.
Fucking hurting.
I'm working on it.
Uh,
Bubs ain't got no liquor.
Let me tell you
oh
something.
shit.
Man. You don't know how old you are until the first fucking day of bicycling. I was like, this is such a beautiful day.
Okay.
The sun's out. Oh my God. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump on my bike. Oh my God. My fucking body feels like I got into a fucking 10-car collision.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Hey, those that are watching the show that aren't Caucasian, that is a national holiday. It's National First Day of Bike Day. It's
Is it?
celebrated day by the
Damn it.
Get on your bike and bike to your favorite brewery.
Skrilla was in the parade.
Oh my
God.
Tandem bicycle. Should have been on that tandem joint, man.
I was, man, but my daughter's on the back and she's not a very good peddler.
Damn.
Okay.
That just added 50 pounds of problems. You know what I'm saying?
She's 50 pounds. That's it? Just 50?
Yeah, she only about 50 pounds right now. I put a picture up in the chat. You know, I put the wrong picture up. We took 2 pictures, and the other one was gangsters. I'm gonna put that up in the chat afterwards so y'all can see how me and my daughter really rock, yo. We some goons out here, Slim.
Yo, that's funny because I just came across her first birthday picture.
Oh wow!
I just came across that jump like 2 days ago. Charlene was like, "Who is that?" I said, "That's Skrilla's daughter right there." She was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that's her first birthday right there." Yeah.
And now she's Mapango, man.
Yeah.
I just taught you guys some Swahili if you didn't know. She's Mapango, which means the one missing a tooth.
Oh shit! Oh, that's
she just lost her first tooth.
So are you teaching her about the tooth fairy, or you like fuck that, man?
I mean, yeah, you know, I just work, yo. I let my wife deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right.
I just make the money. I don't worry about what the fuck happens in
That's
the house.
how you do it,
know
man. He's a good provider, I tell you.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
Hey, if she says anything, she gonna this is what she gonna say when I die. Well, you know, he worked a lot and we had a house, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
God damn, girl.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I just work, man. That's. I mean, I believe that I'm a paycheck, and you know, and that it's my job to make sure that they live good, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Skrilla's the rude dad dude.
Well, at least while you're here, you're an educator because Lord knows when we'll ever need to know the fucking word Mapango. Okay,
that's it.
So,
that's it. You're gonna need it, man.
mean,
If you're in Kenya, man, and you're trying to get some good head, you're probably looking for a bitch that's Mapango.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like
I'm
a
looking
drink.
for a Kenyan bitch to jump on that.
It sounds like a drug.
Like the island. Shit, man.
Nah, it means missing tooth, man. Missing tooth.
Let me get some Mapango.
You're gonna learn Swahili this evening. All right?
Let me put that in American.
Happy birthday, Buck.
That means from West Virginia.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Mischief has been misinformed. Excuse me. All right, so we'll get through that.
You know, but before we get into, you know, the show, as they say,
what are we gonna do?
I wanna know how mischievous or mischievous feels about this.
Mischievous.
So I was looking at the socials, and the socials was talking about. So this is what they were saying: the song that you guys love so much, you guys,
Mischievous.
the West Virginia anthem, right? West
Way down
Virginia
yonder on the
country
Chattahoochee.
Mischievous.
Country roads, right? That it wasn't actually about West Virginia.
Nope.
It was about West Virginia.
That's right. West Virginia.
Because hold on,
Western Virginia.
Because all of the landmarks
That's
in
like
the song
81.
are actually in Virginia.
No.
Blue Ridge
My mind
Mountains.
was blown.
Right off of 81 and shit.
Blue Ridge Mountains. Hey, no.
Skyline.
So how does that make you feel to find out your whole life was a lie?
Hold on. Let's clarify some shit here. First and foremost, I ain't addressing you dirty bitches unless you say the motherfucking name right. That is mischievous, motherfucker.
Mischievous.
So it's not mischievous.
Mischievous.
It is not. It is mischievous on purpose.
Mischievous.
I feel like in London you would be mischievous.
I don't give a fuck what type of revisionist history bullshit y'all trying to fucking pull, man. This ain't the man in the high castle, okay? Country Roads is the motherfucking West Virginia anthem. I don't give a shit if those motherfucking whack-ass Virginians.
And I love that song. I love that song.
Hey, Miz.
And I'm actually a Virginian. Isn't that crazy?
You're
Like,
a Virginia.
Miz.
He's a Virginia.
Hey, Miz, real quick. You know the song, the John Denver song, right?
Yes.
John Denver.
What is the country road he was talking about?
Well,
These
he was talking
nuts.
about many of them. Many of them.
Huh?
He's talking about many of them.
No, he's not.
Wasn't it Route 29 or some shit?
He's
There's
actually
no
talking
country
about
roads in
he's
West
actually
Virginia.
talking about this road that's around the corner from me that he used to take when he went back to West Virginia. It's Clopper Road.
Is he actually? He's talking about Clopper Road. Get the
Clopper
fuck
Road.
out of
That
here.
was the
Where did you get
country
your
road.
information?
That was the country road that he took to get back to West Virginia.
What?
Now, I did not know that. Okay, I did not know.
Everybody learning something tonight.
Oh,
Everybody.
shit. We got
Look at us. We're learned.
Ethel.
I don't
What's
know.
up,
I
Ethel?
don't know if Ethel is teachable. I don't know if Ethel's teachable. I'm sorry.
Ethel, here's the question: have we learned, or are we now learning?
You only learn shit from Ethel. You can't teach her shit.
Yeah, hold on. What'd you say?
I said I don't know if you're teachable because you and you're trying to teach.
You can't teach Ethel
No,
shit.
what I
She
try to teach
teaches
you.
you.
What I try to teach
Yeah,
you.
she teaches us. She's an OG.
Oh, I said we were learning. I didn't say I was teaching. I said I was learning.
That'll learn your ass.
Always
that's
remember
OG
one
right
thing.
there. You gotta respect the
Run,
OG.
run
miss.
over yonder and fetch me an alcoholic beverage. As country
Hey, it get no more countryer than that.
No alcoholic beverage. How about
you know, hold on. None of y'all motherfuckers ever lived down a holler. I mean,
Nope. Nope.
Oh man, I fuck many bitches in the holler, dude. You don't know who you talking to. You talking to Zilla.
hold on. Making them holler and fucking a bitch in the holler is a different thing, man.
Hey, yo, what exactly is a holler? Because I got it
holler.
being, I got a holler being like a fjord.
Is a female
With no
holler.
water.
What
With no
the fuck
water.
is a fjord? That sounds
No.
like a fucking car.
That's even more confusing,
That
man.
sounds like a German car.
A holler is a little section in the mountains, like in between.
You can holler
different
and hear an
mountains,
echo.
where people set up their their communities and shit. Yeah, it
Sounds like my
it's
wife's
kinda like
vagina.
little valleys.
Right, a holler.
If your
a holler
wife's
is
vagina got
like-
an echo, goddamn.
There you go.
A holler is
Heifer. What's a heifer?
A heifer is a female cow.
a female
A
cow.
big fat
And-
bitch. That's what a heifer
Fucking
is. A
heifers.
big fat bitch.
Oh, okay. I always wondered what the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
No,
And a
no,
holler,
hold on. Go ahead, Biz.
A holler, basically, like you said. I mean, it is a spot down in the cut between these mountains and shit
Yep.
where
It's like a
it is
fjord.
like a valley where people are residing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what
If you
we
gotta
did.
go up to the top of these tall ass mountains and come down the other side to get to
Yeah.
where you live,
Uh-huh.
and then if you keep on going through, you're immediately having to go up another hill. That's a motherfucking holler. You know?
So people in West Virginia understand that shit. Just come down the holler. They be like, all right, it's all good. I got you.
Well, I mean, if you go into the wrong holler, then the hills not only have eyes, but they got knives for your
No
motherfucking
bullshit.
ass.
Hey, yo, have you ever
Especially
seen
if they're
Bigfoot?
black.
And dicks.
Have you ever seen Bigfoot in one of them hollers, dog?
Nah, man. Yo, Bigfoot isn't a West Virginia thing, man. He lives in the Pacific Northwest. Don't get it twisted.
Man, I done heard some shit in West Virginia, man.
We got the we
That's
got the
Bigfoot
Mothman.
cousin.
Oh, okay.
We got the mob.
His big hands.
You said y'all got the mark.
Hey, do the Bigfoots?
Yeah.
Hey, do the Bigfoots fuck their cousins too?
That's
I
why
don't
they
know
feet
about
so
that.
big.
We got the Mothman. The Mothman was
That's
fucked up
right.
big.
Y'all got the Mothman.
They do got the Mothman.
Yeah.
Hey, can I
Remember
tell
that
you
joint, the
about
Mothman
We got the
prophecy?
goat, man.
Story
Ain't
about
nothing
the
but
Mothman?
Bigfoot with
Yo, we
wings.
got the goat, man, out here.
Can I
Goat
tell you
man?
a
I
quick
don't
story
know,
about
man.
the Mothman?
Tell us
Go-
something,
go-
Bubs.
go ahead,
What is
Bub.
it? What is it?
Yo, I don't know if Miz was there. You used to be on 92Q, right? Or what was it called? The Urban Diner?
on
U90.
U92.
Right.
I
Yeah,
used to-
U92.
All right,
the
so
Urban
one
Diner
night,
on U92.
one night, you and Monster Lung and somebody else was on that joint,
And Kellen.
and I called up and I wanted to shout out the Mothman, and nobody would do it. They was like, nah, and y'all kept passing the phone and shit, and y'all were scared to shout out the Mothman.
Bunch of bitches.
Because the
You know what?
Mothman has mothballs.
Hold on. You're associating me with that tale, and I don't feel like I was on that night because I would have done it. I ain't got no fear of the moth, man.
You scared of the Mothman, Joe? She's coming, goddammit.
But for all those that watch the
say his
Mothman prophecies, the Mothman, like that bridge was between West Virginia and Ohio, right?
Down in the holler.
I believe it was near a fjord or a fjord or whatever the fuck you say.
Fjord, man. It's called a fjord.
Okay.
Remember that time we got lost and we ended up in Ohio Springs? We ran into that couple.
You know, this is
fucking.
This is funny, Reno. I was thinking about you today, and not like normally how I think about you, right? So I was thinking about you because you know we got this topic tonight, right? And I think we should just jump into this shit, right?
Okay.
No music. Thinking about you.
You want to go into some music and then come back?
No music. Okay, no music. Okay. Fuck it. We gonna go straight into this.
So
this is the late night talk show.
We got these two twins, right? These two twins that are missing. Yeah, I know you guys heard about this. So
my nuts are still here. What are you talking about?
Basically, two twins from Atlanta or a suburb of Atlanta. They came up missing, and they ended up in Towns County,
West Virginia.
I thought it was North
Carolina. I think it's called Towns County. So they ended up in Towns County. Kind of national park or something, died, right? And the cops,
they died.
The cops original what's the word? But basically the cops were basically like, okay, one died and killed the other one. You know what I'm saying? That it was murder suicide.
Yeah.
So
fuck you.
So I started thinking about this because I saw what you put in the chat and you were like, yo, that's a lynching. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it, right? And I said, okay, so let's think about it this way. These two guys, I'm going to say guys because I believe they were a little older. They were a little too old to call them boys, right? But they were young kids, right? But they weren't like young kids.
Okay.
So these two guys, they were supposed to go to Boston the next day. And they missed
their flight or something, right?
No, I don't
think so. They ended up on
the
top of a motherfucking hill in a sundown town.
You don't think they missed their flight? They said
top of the hill of a sundown
town. Basically the way I'm taking the interview is the last thing that they said to their parents were that they were going to sleep. And then they ended up on a mountain dead.
On top of the mountain.
In a sundown town. Now this is the thing. This is where it gets weird, right? So, okay, we keep saying sundown town like it's relevant because we're thinking, oh, these hillbillies did this shit to these boys, right? Or these guys. But
weren't they supposed to be going to Massachusetts?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking, right? And the reason it reminded me of Reno and Nino, right? Was because when we were in Parkersville or whatever the fuck that place was called.
Parkersburg, West Virginia. Yeah.
Right? These guys started talking to these white bitches. Yeah. And I'm thinking that these little youngins was talking to some white bitches and they fuck around and found out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was about to get lured. They was trying to lure us back to their house.
And Reno almost fucked around and found out. Damn. Because he was fucking with them white bitches up in them hills.
Stop it.
I said, fuck that. I was like, Tans, you can go. I was like, don't go.
Tans love them white bitches.
Tans was rubbing his
hands.
Tans was rubbing his hands together. Remember how he used to do that when he was going to get some pussy? He was rubbing his hands together. He was like, Reno, we got to go up in these hills. We got to fuck these white bitches.
That was a wild ass night.
And I'm thinking about these two young guys. no, I'm thinking about these two young guys and these twin brothers, and
Down
I
in
think
Georgia. This is
No
down in
homo.
Georgia.
maybe they hooked up with some white bitches, man. Because think about this: you're supposed to be in Massachusetts in the morning, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to get on a plane in the
What were they
morning.
going to Massachusetts for, man?
They had some
They was going
friends
to
that they were
MIT or
supposed to
something?
meet. I think they were supposed to be like they had a friend up there.
Oh, they's meeting some
Trying
bitches?
to get some pussy.
Yeah, that Boston pussy.
Oh no, they was trying to get some pussy in the motherfucking hills, and that's what the fuck happened to them. They fuck-
That's what happened.
They were trying to go to Massive Toothless. They were going to Massive Toothless to get some pussy.
So the family suspects foul play. The family suspects foul play. So my question is, do y'all suspect foul play?
I don't know. I don't have enough information. I don't have enough information. What
me
happened
neither.
to him? What happened to him?
Murder suicide. I mean, motherfucker, one died. They both died. So I don't know.
Okay, so
They got
what is
shot.
everybody else saying? What is everybody else saying?
Well,
The
Reno
family
said it
is
was a
saying
lynch.
that it's suspicious. Like it looks like a homicide.
Oh yeah.
And they were two loving brothers. They loved each other. You know what I'm saying? They would never do that.
So they
to each
caught
other.
him
Never-
fucking or something? What?
Whatever things say, it's a mystery.
Really, Reed?
I'm just saying they loving on
He
each
said,
other.
what, they
and
catch
shit.
them fucking on the side of the mountain? I mean, that's just what they do.
And if you think about it, that could be a possibility too. Because if you look at both of their picture,
Oh,
like,
they soft
yo.
as fuck. They soft as motherfucking
Yeah. Oh,
tissue
yeah.
wadded up
To
in
the
the
hooligan
motherfucking trash
soldier.
can.
I love you.
That could be
Full of paper.
Bunch of
They look like they could-
moist ass motherfuckers. and
They
shit.
look like they could
They may
beat
have
their
been,
way out of a wet pepper bag.
secret lovers.
Secret
And they were like,
lovers.
oh, we cannot reveal this, Jack.
Secret love.
Hold on. So I got a question for Reno, man. So
Okay.
Reno, you're familiar with all sorts of beings and creatures and shit like that. Goat men, all this shit. You think
He
that
fucking
maybe
go man.
you think whatever the equivalent of that shit is in Georgia got these motherfuckers?
Man, something mysterious. Something mysterious got a hold of him.
The throat man got him.
Yeah, the man got him.
Neighborhood
The
dope
man
man.
got him. The
Hold
man
on,
got him.
maybe
Y'all remember Don't Be a
maybe-
Menace in South Central while drinking juice in the hood? And the man
That's
checked the list. Well, he checked the list
Yeah.
on these two little twin black motherfuckers.
But
So,
I
yeah.
want to bring some
They got
light
him.
to this, right? So this
So you want to bring
case,
some light to this?
yeah, exactly. So
Pasty
this case has been brought to the GBI. So don't worry about it. Will Trent got this shit. And if anybody watches Will Trent, like he gonna figure that shit out. That's what the fuck he do. You know what I'm saying? Will Trent is gonna figure this shit out. We ain't gotta think about this shit. But I just was thinking to myself, like, this shit is all so crazy that it would be great for the motherfucking frat boys to ponder this shit. But then when I heard about Will Trent, I said, well, should I make it a topic? Because, like, Will Trent gonna figure this shit out. You know what I mean? He might be a dyslexic motherfucker, can't read. He read backwards as a motherfucker. But that motherfucker, he gonna figure this shit out. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, real quick, shout out to the hooligan sailor. Yo, he's on the Twitch right now.
The hooligan
Oh
sailor.
my God.
Yeah, but
The
he-
hooligan
hey, look,
sailor.
You think drunk or buck drinks? Oh man! But look, he's
We got competition,
he's about to
drunk.
join us. He's about to join us. Actually, he said he's got some shit to say about this.
You got some shit to say
You
about
know,
That's what's up. He drinks more than Buck.
Hold on, I got some
Nobody
shit
drinks
to
more
say.
than
Go
Bud.
ahead, Skrilla. Go ahead, Skrilla.
Nobody
Get
drinks
into
I
it,
got
more
some
than
shit
Skrilla.
to
Buck,
say.
dog.
Skrilla, get into it, dog.
Why is motherfucking Reno's name Rena?
I
thought it was-
Why is
What the
yours
fuck is
Skrilla
wrong
so
with Reno?
I thought that was Chasey Chapman.
Hey.
Reno look like
tonight.
Oh my god.
Hey, Skrills.
What's up, baby?
I'm with TS tonight.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, did he just transition right on the show?
Oh
This
shit!
motherfucker must be playing sports.
You transitioned into
so
Tracy Chapman.
I got another
We
theory, right?
stand broken
I got another
hearts
theory.
broken in two.
Yo,
He got the dirty shirt on too. He got the dirty shirt on too.
What's
All
up?
right,
What's
so
up,
we
Bubs?
Hey, yo,
we got
frat
the sailor
boys.
that wants to chime in on this shit. Go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah.
Dirty
What's
Sailor?
up, drunken
Drunken sailor, you got shit on Buck.
I'm
Drunk
trying
and
to
Sally,
tell
you
you,
can't
dog.
fuck with Buck. I'm trying to tell you. That's my man right
You're
there.
gonna have to show him your
You
collection.
gotta
in a
bring your
minute.
extra liver if you want to fuck with Buck.
No
Yeah, you're gonna have to
bullshit.
show him your
He said
collection in
extra
a minute.
liver.
Yeah, you gonna have to bring an extra liver, cuz.
I'm currently painting my daughter's house, but I don't drink. I don't smoke. So, but I drink bourbon, a lot of whiskey.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah, that's what we talking
been
about.
drinking
Drunko
and I've
Buck,
been
Drunko Buck's
smoking.
one too.
You look like you
Yeah.
smoke though.
I quit a long time ago.
Oh yeah, damn.
So,
That's sad
let
for
me
you.
give you guys. Let me guys give you a little bit. And Mike's been asking me to jump on here for a while. Let me give you a little bit about my background here. I'm PGWT. Mike and I went to grade school together, so I've known Mike since the first grade.
God damn, what the fuck?
What'd you say? PGWT pretty good with tits?
Pretty young thing.
PG, Chris George White trash, baby.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
You just like your boy
damn.
Zilla.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
So I give you a background. So I left PG County in '94. I was a firefighter in PG County. I became an EMT.
Damn.
I've been a medic. I've been a medic for 35 years. I was in the military for a while, and now I actually work as a death investigator.
Oh,
okay. You're the one we need to talk to about this.
Yeah.
I feel like this is it's like who killed that motherfucker?
Look, it wasn't me.
Well,
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I don't know anything. I'm painting my daughter's room, so I'm gonna kind of skip around here for a second. I don't know anything about this case, and I apologize for that because I normally know about all this shit that's going on out there.
Right.
But I could tell you, like in our research, you guys remember the show The Killing Fields?
The Killing Fields, yeah.
The Killing Fields. So they started out there. They had a police chief that was in Long Island, New York City, Long Island, who basically was running prostitutes down to Atlantic City. And those prostitutes were basically showing up in the marshes. And what was happening is they started tracking these serial killers. Wow. So then they started looking at all these.
What are you doing? Painting the room at the same time you talking, dog? What's up with that? And you ain't drinking.
Hey, look, he's painting over the blood spatter.
You know what this is?
We're looking at the Killing Fields.
She was just about to get good.
This right here, this is making sure your daughter doesn't have no man as a bum. So my daughter asked me to paint her room.
Word to the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in my ex-wife's house painting my daughter's room because I got to make sure my daughter always knows who's the number one guy.
That must be her blood spatter.
Okay. Respect on that one.
What you
Respect.
said called the Killing Fields? The Killing Fields?
So now go back to this story. So they started tracking all of these missing women down in.
Yo, check us out coming up at 9 p.m. on Twitch live.
Guys, gay guys that are all down, and that were going to truck stops.
Okay.
And they figured that at any given point in time, there are 70 active serial killers in the United States.
God damn, 70?
And 70. And they were basically saying
they're all truck drivers.
They're truck drivers because these guys, they would basically jump in. These girls would jump in, and they would ride from stop to stop to stop. And they would cook for them, they would clean for them, do laundry, and they would get paid. And then when guys get tired of them, they just dump them in the woods. So now I've got I've got 4 unidentified bodies right now in my district that we are trying to identify that were all found. Yeah, my basement. That were all found within 100 feet of a major highway.
God
so
damn.
there is a theory in the United States that as you're driving down any one of your major highways, there's a body within 100 feet of the wooded area, because that's about how long it would take somebody to drag somebody into the woods and get back to their car without being seen in the middle of the night. So
Candy cane.
So pick out all your areas where you know you got the dark road, and all of a sudden, how many times have you driven by and seen turkey vultures? You see the turkey vultures out there on the ground eat a thing. You think
There's bodies in them woods. There's bodies in them woods.
Can I say this? All
Go ahead, Breeze.
Listen, man, just hear me, man. All right. Skrilla.
Hey, you missed a spot. Hey, you missed a spot.
Bodies, what we after.
Hey, yo, Skrilla, listen, I ain't gonna lie, dog. When I first met you, Joe, I thought you were a serial killer.
Sometimes I feel like one.
You know
it just hasn't happened yet.
The glasses and shit, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing about serial killers.
It was very Jeffrey Dahmerish, you know.
That's the thing about serial killers, though. Like serial killers, like them motherfuckers, they live regular lives, and then all of a sudden that switch flips, right?
Yep.
Like all of a sudden, me and Spade, we just go out one weekend and boom, no more Spade.
I can see that. I can see that.
The Golden Gate Killer. He was a regular old white guy. You know why he got caught? Because his daughter did 23andMe DNA. That's how he got caught.
What?
Yeah. They didn't know who that guy was.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but my man Gunner, he dump them over the bridge. He fucking kidnapped kids. He fuck them in the ass and he dump them over the bridge.
Over the bridge. He was a serial killer. He was Lucky Charms.
Damn.
They had the guy that was down there in Florida, and or not Florida, but in Louisiana. They did the show on Discovery about it, and they basically said that they would go across the Pontchartrain Bridge as they're driving and just throw them off the bridge. The alligators eat them.
See you.
So,
hey, what about the Compton killer, the Grim Sleeper? Y'all heard about him? Dude out in Compton?
No, but I know what was the one guy in California that was going. What was he called? What was he?
Grim Sleeper.
Something.
That's the Golden Gate Killer.
Oh, the Night Stalker, the Spanish.
Night Stalker. Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Night
Stalker.
Night Stalker.
And Reno know that shit. God damn. You ain't
Well,
got no segment tonight, Reno?
Tell him about it, Tracy Chapman. Tell him about
You ain't got no segment tonight, Reno?
No. If you want to talk about serial killers and all that shit, that's my forte.
Oh yeah, because I know about that shit too, though. I be watching.
Did they have a fast car? Did they have a fast car?
I thought Skrilla. I thought Skrilla was a serial killer.
Well, just give him one reason.
I drive a fast car.
I mean, he fits the description, though.
Hey, look, as much love as Spade has. As much love as Spade has for the frat boys, I feel like Spade would kill a motherfucker. You know,
he will.
like you'll be with him. He'd be like, I got love for you, dog. And
kill
next
him
thing
with
you know,
one
you ain't
hand.
got no neck.
He would kill you with
Let
one
me give y'all
hand.
something. Let me give y'all something very real.
Hey, yo, Slade, taking out bloodlines. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to give you guys something very real.
One test me.
I had a 4-year-old
Put a
that was
condom on
murdered
first.
in an area. Now, see, I come from PG, and I'm in Jersey now. So I had a 4-year-old that got murdered by drive-by shooting. And this is the thing that fucking pissed me off, and this is what pisses me off with the whole snitches get stitches thing. So this 4-year-old girl gets shot in a drive-by. Sweet little girl, and she was I was actually the medic on that case that ended up trying to save her.
Oh, okay.
Damn, man. Yeah, I thought it was your 4-year-old dude.
I thought it was your kid.
I was the medic.
That was sad as shit if it was yours, yo.
Well, I mean, we could talk crazy fucking stupid stories all night long about the shit I've seen.
We're going to.
The probably in my career, like I said, in the last 3 years, just in 3 years, I've written 4,000 body charts.
Oh,
That's
shit.
how many cases I've investigated in the last 4 years. But I probably, as a medic, I'm probably at about 15 to 20,000 patient contacts in my career. Not all of them are, people that die, but, I've put, in 35 years, I've probably, treated a few thousand people and been on a few thousand homicides. And that's how I got into this. But like I said, I got my start in PG County. Now, you guys all remember PG in D.C. had the murder volume on the TV and the news.
Hell yeah, man.
Do you all want to know why the murder rates in PG, D.C., and Maryland all went down?
Y'all stop
because you left.
They changed the way that they were recorded.
Say what?
They changed the way that the murders were being recorded because it didn't look good that the capital of the free world was the homicide capital of the world. So they changed how the deaths were reported by the police departments. So
I believe it.
Corrupt motherfuckers.
In Camden County, where's that?
Camden County, New Jersey. It's in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's Camden, New Jersey.
All right.
Jersey.
Been there.
So Camden City used to have their own police department. It was Camden City. So Camden City has a population of about 45,000 people. they had about anywhere from 100 to 200 murders a year. So their murder rate was, 1 per 1,000,
Per capita.
per capita versus so what they did is they got rid of the the Camden City Police Department, made it Camden County Police Department, of which the only city that the Camden County Police Department patrols in is Camden City. So now the murder rate goes against the population of Camden County. So instead of having one murder per 1,000, they now have one murder per 100,000. So now it's per 100,000.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's throwing the numbers off.
Got you. Oh, that's dirty.
How Subaru moved their headquarters into Kansas City. You got Rutgers University Law School there. Well, nobody
Rutgers
wants
Camden.
Ain't no University of Jersey and shit.
Hey, Sailor. Hey, Sailor.
Yeah.
Look, my dad lives up the street from you, man.
I like that hat. Hey, y'all like that hat.
Oh shit! You about to get killed, motherfucking Spades on the mission.
Hey, no. My dad lives up the street. My dad lives up the street in Burlington, right up Route 130.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I buy my
From
coach from.
you.
I live in Ocean County now. That's where I work. But I used to work on the medic truck. So now I'll give you a fun little story.
Well, shit, you in Ocean County, I got people in Egg Harbor Township.
That's where, I'm Egg Harbor. I'm Little Egg. That's one of my areas, Atlantic County.
Man, I gotta come fuck with you when I'm in the area next time, bro.
Oh, he gonna kill you. Stay away from that guy.
Hey, wear that hat. You look friendlier with the hat on.
I told you Spade might be a motherfucking serial killer. Yeah, next time
I got a question. I got a question for you. What about that?
Go ahead, Tracy.
What about that New Jersey serial killer? The guy that was dumping all the little prostitutes on the beach. Whatever happened with him? He was like an executive. You know what I'm talking about?
He was a police chief.
Didn't they catch him?
Yeah, he's in jail.
Yes, they caught him.
Yeah, the sailor caught him.
So I'll give you one. So
Killing all the bitches in Brooklyn and Queens or Bronx or some shit.
What was you about to say? You said the Jersey what?
So when you look at New Jersey,
many years.
So New Jersey,
the Long Island Strangler or some shit.
Yeah,
he did it for many.
Yeah. See, Reno, I know that shit too, nigga.
They caught him because he was stupid, and he dumped in Atlantic County, in an area that they were doing construction in.
Dumb.
So they just did the Goethals Bridge. You guys all familiar with the New York City, the Goethals Bridge?
Yep.
Yeah.
They just rebuilt that whole area.
Yeah.
So that was one of the areas I worked as a medic. That area over there, for many years, there was all mob controlled. They actually had to stop their bodies there because every time they found a body, they had to stop construction. So they were like, we have to stop calling because there were so many bodies buried in there from the mob days.
Wow.
Yeah,
I believe it.
So I tell you, you guys, this. So how many of you guys are familiar with why Atlantic City is where Atlantic City is at?
I am.
Well, tell us.
I've been there.
Because hold on.
It's a long strip. It's an island.
The Dark Horse Highway.
Because the white people took it over and colonized it.
The Dark Horse Highway in Opsicon, that's where they I want to say it's the fucking truck. They used to kill bodies and throw them in the marshes right there.
So, you ever heard the story about the Jersey Devil? The Jersey Devil is the thing that keeps you out of the Pinelands. The reason that story was created is because basically the Prohibition runners. But Atlantic City is positioned in 2/3 of the wealth of the entire United States when it became the casino capital of the world. So, two tanks of gas from basically Boston, New York, Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, Richmond. You've got 2/3 of the wealth of the entire country back in the days is where things. So to attract everybody to Atlantic City. Well, outside of Atlantic City, you were 40 to 50 miles of nothing in any direction. Now, you could be from Philadelphia to Atlantic City in 45 minutes.
That was like a horror pussy. 45 miles of nothing.
There you go.
83.
But the whole thing is they didn't want people going into the Pinelands to do anything because they had all these bodies dumped out there and there's all mob guys. So that's where all that shit, like New Jersey's corrupt as the fucking day is long. From a politician perspective, like I said, but we're dealing with the shit right now. I just got a case right now that I can't really talk too much about, but if you look at the news in New Jersey and Lakewood, New Jersey, and read that bullshit, you'd be surprised at what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
So hold on. I got a question. All right. What do you think about these two black kids, the twins who got killed in Georgia? What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, now listen to the story, right?
Yeah.
Because I know you said you weren't familiar with this.
Yeah.
But I heard that you were talking earlier, so that's why I jumped in. I caught your story.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Go from there.
This is what we
So
do
what I'm
on
going to
Power.
say is, I am not surprised about murder suicide in brothers, simply because I've seen it. I've seen what family members do to family members, and I've seen how people fight over money and estates. And I've investigated cases of where daughters have murdered their fathers, and sisters and brothers have shot and murdered each other because
The Menendez brothers.
well, they're fighting over money. There's people are, if you truly want to find out what somebody's all about, have money in your family and then have to fight over it.
That's why I'm broke.
Well, that's what I said. Like,
Motherfuckers ain't gonna kill me. I ain't got shit.
You got 50 cents. I got 50 cents.
I've seen people like, oh, I wanted dad's property. Oh, you got 10,000, I got 15,000. So you get all that money, and that's what people do. It's like, all of a sudden they're like, they fighting over the money, and so people do crazy shit. Now,
So I think now, Sailor, hold on. I think the reason that people are, feeling some type of way about this was the preliminary was murder suicide. Like they didn't really investigate it. Like it was within a day, they were like, oh, that's murder suicide. Now, for those that do feel some type of way, it is currently being investigated. I think, and for those, for people that don't know, how does that work? Like, what's the difference between a preliminary investigation and like an actual investigation? Because we don't know that. We're not in that field. If you know,
that's a good question.
Like right now, if I have two bodies,
Put it in
right?
the chat.
I'm gonna go out there on two bodies and be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So everybody's gonna try to put it together. You're gonna try to get out there. You're gonna try to look at everything and say, like, what makes sense?
Okay.
And then you're going to start looking at cell phones. You're going to start looking at Facebook. We're looking at your Facebook. We're looking at your cell phones. We're looking at text messages, and we're trying to find out. So preliminary murder, suicide. I don't know the backstories. Were they shot? Were they hung? Were they stabbed?
They were shot. I believe they were shot.
Okay. So the other thing too is looking at how they were shot and where they were shot at. If you've got two people with bullets to the back of their head, so that's a problem. You know what I mean? But
right, yeah. So that's like
exactly.
execution style.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. So but I can tell you, I got a funny little story. On a side note, I had a guy that actually had 2 bullet holes in his head one day, and it was a suicide. He shot himself once, and the bullet hit his forehead, went all the way around his skull, and came back out. And he realized he didn't do it. He had to do it again.
Wow.
So
Repeat.
So
they going hard right
like you're determined on that.
Going hard.
But like in that situation, like you're talking about, like preliminary would be like they're trying to get answers. I think it's irresponsible for somebody to come out and say immediately that it was a murder suicide, unless you had like a note, unless you had text messages, or unless were they fighting over a woman.
It's like some kind of digital forensics trail or something like that.
Right. Let's say, because I can tell you something. We're pulling your phones. We're grabbing your phones. We're jailbreaking your Facebook. We can do all that shit. So they can get it on. And I can tell you something. I'm surprised. Again, I'm surprised I didn't see that case, because that sounds like that just be a right off the.
All right, y'all. I'm about to end the stream for this episode, the re-airing of last week, and we're about to drop over on Twitch here about in a few minutes. So go ahead and flip over onto the Twitch. You dirty bitch.